Hey guys, welcome to Lucid 9G. So today we are going straight into the gameplay. So it's Kolgrim deck. Now this is gonna be an interesting matchup. So I think winning round 1 is kind of necessary. Alright, we do have got 2 spenders. Now we have got few poisons here. You know, Salamander, abomination, at least one in hand is good. Neuromancy in hand is good. Maybe we are not really gonna use stolen mutation here, so we can remove that. Okay, so maybe we should have, you know, kept stolen mutation, as we are not really gonna use our defender and we are kind of missing our another Blindheim. So the Blindheim combo is, like, you know, pretty good.
No door is closed to me.
Okay, so what should we do here? I mean, we can go use our Neuromancy for, you know, roll in Blindheim. But I mean, we do have a pretty big poison target on his side of the board too. Plus it's an infiltrator, so he's gonna come in our deck. Maybe we should not really go for our Blindheim card in deck, and so you know what, let's just go for this. Now he's gonna have assassination or coated weapons, so he can actually get rid of this. But if not, then, you know, next turn we are gonna play our Bagali Chemist to boost this by 2. Alright, so I mean, okay. So he's generating a lot of points here. Anyways, let's just play our Bagali Chemist. This is gonna get boosted by 2. So maybe next turn we can go for, you know, roll in Blindheim, now that we have got his counterpart set up here. Yep, let's go for that. Let's poison this. So now for every unit we poison, we're gonna get at least 2 coins, so that is kind of good. So we have got our Blindheim combo set up, so you know, even though we are kind of behind 12 points, we should be in a very good position. Okay, alright. Yep, I actually forgot that they do have one lock in deck. Yep, so that is kind of a loss, but anyways, let's play our Salamander abomination, pay the tribute, which is actually free, and we actually gain 2 coins from that. So you know, as long as our roll and Blindheim sticks on board without getting locked, I think we should be good. Plus we do have, you know, 1 spender, so we're gonna have to use our Sea Jackal carefully, as he's the only spender we have. Yup. So maybe he's gonna go for an abomination. Yup. I mean, it's an alright card. I mean, it's a great card to have since we are going for double Salamander. So what should we play here? So yep, I mean, we can go for poison on that infiltrator. Yep, I mean, we should have played that early. Okay, So good thing is that we're gonna have a lot of Salamander abomination in deck. Now I kind of want to, we can actually go for poison. Alright, so the good thing is that we have got a full purse here. Now maybe next turn we can go for tainted ale, or maybe we can even go for sea jackal. Alright, so he's putting a very good card in our deck again. So I'm kind of going, with a slow tempo, as I do want him to take a pass at some point. Yep. So now we can catch up, I think. Let's play our sea jackal.
Except sometimes they're quite fresh.
Yep, let's damage his units. So we cannot really take a pass since we are losing 1 point via bleed, so let's boost this once. Yep, I think we should be good here. So ideally you should bleed a Kolgrim deck in round 2, but since our poisons, our double Salamander is gonna take care of his defender anyways, so I think we should be good here. Now Salamander abomination is kind of good also, but we are kind of missing a lot of our combo units. We do need renew in hand actually, or Salamander in hand, so let's remove that. Okay, so maybe we should have kept one of those 2 cards. Now this is gonna be an issue. We do have a lot of junk in our deck and we are missing a lot of combo pieces, so we kind of have to get lucky with our draws here. One spender is kind of good. Okay, so we have got renew. We can use our neuromancy for Salamander. Now what are we missing here? Nothing. Yep, stolen mutagen is good. Well, even though we are missing our fallen Rayla, but this is as good as it gets. Yep, I'm actually pretty happy with this hand. So we have got a lot of Salamander abomination, plus we have stolen mutagen that we can put on our spender, and we can use neuromancy for Salamander. So yep, let's just start with we can only start with our Salamander abominations here. Yep, let's go for this. Do the tribute, which is again free. So we are gonna have a lot of Salamander units on board too, as long as he don't really have access to that much of a big removal, which Kolgrim deck does not usually. So let's go for this too. Pay the tribute. So not many people come across this full-on poison archetype of a deck, so they don't really know how to respond that much. So what should we play here? We can even play this. Yep, let's go for Salamander. Pay the tribute. Now, the important thing here to remember is that you should play your location artifact on the row where you're gonna play our defender, as we are gonna use our location artifact to kill our Salamander. So it is kind of important that opponent does not really heat wave it. So yep, let's play our defender. Pay the tribute. So we have got, all of these are Salamander units. So our Salamander is gonna give us a lot of profit, and 3, 4, 5, 6. So our Salamander is gonna give us 7 coins, which is very good. Okay, so now our Salamander is gonna give us 6 coins. Anyways, let's play our Spender 2 while we have at least one defending unit on board. Yep, here comes Kolgrim. Maybe next is Letho.
Declare my name and restore my freedom.
They are gonna be a very big Kolgrims. So we have got 5 Salamander units. Yep. So from our stolen mutation we are gonna get that extra 3 coins too. And our Salamander is gonna give us 6 profit too. So we are not really short on coins from any angle. So yep, let's go for Salamander. Choose the whale one obviously, and we are gonna put this on our Spender. Yep, so here comes Letho. Okay, so can we spend some coins before we use our Salamander? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our Salamander gives us 1 profit. So total it is giving us 6 profit. We have 5 in bank. Yep, let's spend 1. And since we are running off the books, our tributes are 1 less. Let's pay the tribute. That's good. Alright, so we have killed our Salamander. Now actually I made a mistake here. Since we do have last say, we could have actually removed poison from a big unit. In this case it's our Azar Javed, and from that we should have killed our Salamander. So yep, he has got renew too.
I like to think of that.
Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can use 1 charge, and yep, I think we should be good here. So let's go for renew on Salamander. Play it again. Pay that tribute. And we have got some change too. Yep. So guys, we have really kicked Kolgrim's ass here. So that was pretty fun match here, and we are fighting against Lippy, I guess. Yep.
Control the city.
So this is gonna be an interesting matchup. Now let's see. But this is kind of a good enough hand. We have got Vivaldi's Bank, and we have got fair amount of poison in hand. So I mean, we have got 4 poisons along with Blindheim. Maybe we are not really gonna use Stolen Mutation in round 1. Now we have got both the Blindheim combo, so this is, you know, great. Maybe we can, you know, kick one more poison out. So maybe we can, you know, remove Stolen Mutation. Okay, so this is, you know, as good as it gets. So let's start with our Roland Blindheim. So this is actually a good card. That 7 powers assures that it is not that easily removable. Plus for every, you know, unit we poison, we gonna get 2 coins, so that is kind of good. So we can play, you know, our Salamander Abomination for now. So since we are kind of, you know, playing off the box, so our tributes are 1 less. So since this is 1 tribute, this is now actually means this is free. Okay.
Don't you pester me. Crack and eat me ghoulie. Looky
So let's play our Blindheim here. Yep, and let's put our tactical advantage on this, as we do want this to stick. Yep, so we have got our engines set up, so we are in a fairly comfortable. Okay, wasn't really expecting such an early pass by a Lippy player. So I mean, since we have all our engines set up, I think we can, you know, play a dump card and move to the next round with more coins, I guess.
My Fistek's purest tears, purest in my regret.
Yep, so we have got full purse here. Let's take a pass. I mean, if we would not have dumped that card, we could have gone for 2-0, but it's fine. We are only playing for our double Salamander combo, and you know, we are gonna do that in round 3 anyways. Okay, Neuromancy in hand is good. Fallen Rayla is amazing. So, you know, we can dump these 2 cards. Maybe we can Mulligan Chemist. Let's remove this too. Okay. Yep, so we do need Renew Defender, and we can Neuromancy for our Salamander. But we are kind of missing few of the cards. Anyways, maybe let's just start with Mutated Hounds, just as a dump. Yep, so we are gonna play maybe, you know, 1 more card here and then take a pass. So I have no idea why he's not really playing Cirrus. I mean, he hasn't really thinned his deck that much, to be honest. Okay. So anyways, let's just play one of our first deck. So, you know, we have 8 coins, and in the next round we are gonna have at least, I mean, we're gonna have 4 coins as a rollover. So yep, that is as good as it gets. Let's take a pass here. So we have kind of got a last say too. I mean, last say is not really that important with this deck. But you know, last say is kind of good. Morale is good, but it's actually round 1. Chemist, let's remove. Okay, so we have got Renew. So what are we missing here? Just a Salamander. I mean, Salamander abomination is kind of good too. You know, maybe we can keep this hand. Yep. So let's stick with this hand. Okay, so he bricked his Ceres. I mean, that is just sad. Okay, so what should we start with here? Yep, I mean, we can only start with our location artifact. So we'll yep, so let's just go for that. We're gonna go for our Salamander abomination, pay the tribute, which is actually free. Take a pass. We can get that other Salamander abomination via Vivaldi's bank, I think. And maybe we can play Sea Jackal next. Okay, Matta. So we are gonna get Chemist, I think. Yep.
Do not make
I mean, it's an outright card. So should we play Sea Jackal here? Or should we go for Vivaldi's bank? Or you know, we can just go for poison on one of his units. Let's go for Vivaldi's bank. We're gonna have at least 7 cards. And we have got Salamander abomination on quite top, so yep. Let's pay the tribute. So we have got our, you know, poison resistant unit on board. So as long as they stick on the board, I think we should be good here. Okay, he's going for Neuromancy into Ceres. Alright. Well, I mean, since he has already bricked his Ceres, I mean, that is a smart play. So anyways, let's play Sea Jackal and let's boost it once. Yeah, so I mean, this is kind of, this can be removed by, yep, decoction. So maybe, you know, we should have boosted by 1 more, or we shouldn't have boosted it at all. I mean, it's fine. So what should we play here? We cannot really play morale and stuff. Maybe we can, you know, go for an early defender. You know, the good thing about this Salamander abominations is that none of them, I mean, not many opponents, you know, go for removing these. So anyways, let's go for our defender. So in this deck, defender is kind of important, as you know, he gives us 3 Salamander units. One is, I mean, 2 are these insectoids and one is Azur Javed himself. So for, you know, alright. Well, I mean, that was pretty pathetic. So good for us, both of our units, you know, both of our defender units are sticking on board. Now we can play our chemist. Yep, let's play our chemist and poison this. So you know, we have also boosted it by 2. Now maybe we could have played on the back row. 6, 7, 8. Yep, so we can still play morale and fall Rayla on melee. Yep, so this is gonna have 2 charges. Alright. So we can play our morale here. I mean, we don't really have any other play. And let's go for poison on Matta. I mean, we cannot really poison our own unit using morale, so Matta is as good as it gets.
My reason to travel, I mean.
So let's take a pass. Okay, one of our Salamandra units are gone, but we still have one, and this is gonna stick there. Alright, now if he, get lucky and that berserker damages our unit, that is gonna be an issue. So maybe, what, we can go for poison on his berserker here instead of Matta. I mean, we can still kill Matta by another poison. Yep, so you know what, let's go for Fistek Trafficker and poison his berserker. Yep, and let's use our morale's second poison on him too. So I mean, I do want this defending unit to stick on board if in case he has got heat wave and stuff. And for this, if he doesn't really have any other removal, I think we should be good here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have got 4 Salamander units on board. Okay.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
Now we know why he bricked his Ceres. I mean, that's a lot of cards that can, that can get bricked. So we are obviously gonna pay tribute to our fallen Rayla. So she gets protected from the poison that we are gonna play from our Salamander. Okay, here comes Lippy. I mean, it's not really gonna be that much. I mean, it's not really gonna be any point since Roach and, Nickers are already on board here. Okay. So, maybe we can, go for our Salamander now, since we do have access to 1 poison in hand. Now, a Salamander gives us 1 profit, and that increases for every 1 Salamander units on board. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I think that should be enough. I mean, it's more than enough. Now we are gonna kill our Salamander. That's how this deck works. So then we are gonna use our renew for our Salamander. Now, yep, we have kind of lost our, that defending unit. So maybe we should not really poison our own defending units. Anyways, alright, I mean, he has Curse of Corruption, so even with our defending units, we couldn't really have done anything. So, let's poison that too. Now, granted, we don't really have any spender, so we are gonna lose on some coins, but still we're gonna win pretty comfortably here, I think. Alright, I mean, Only 3 of his units are gonna survive.
Thought I'd seen everything, but I'm actually impressed.
So you know what, let's use all our leader charges as we don't really have any spenders. Now let's pay the tribute. Okay man, you know, this is super funny. Yep. So I mean, we didn't really clean up his entire board, but we won pretty comfortably here. Yep.